Sevilla, a club based in the city of Seville, are a team known for their European pedigree in the Europa League, having won the competition 7 times, most recently in 2023. However, over the last 2 years they have struggled, finishing 14th, 17th and currently sitting in the 9th position this season. So it's my job as I take over Sevilla to bring this historic club back to where they belong. So here we are as we load into this Sevilla team, and it's actually on paper quite a decent team because we've got Carmona, who's 76 overall with upwards to 84 potential. You've got Agume, correct me if I'm wrong, I've probably butchered that, but Agume, 75 overall, he's got 83 potential. And then Salas, 75 overall, 83 potential. However, the issue is we have got some aging players like Alexis Sanchez, 36. Nieland, again, sorry if I butchered that, 35. And then Gallegos, again, sorry if I've butchered that, Gallegos with that age of 33. Now for the tactical preset, I've went with standard with a counter-attacking build-up style with a 4-2-3-1 wide formation because I believe that's where we can fit our best players into the team, you know, Carmona. I have put Gallegos in there because he is, despite him being an ageing player, he is one of the better centre-backs in our team. Got Salas in there, got a Duke, sorry if I butchered that again, I'm going to keep apologising because there's going to probably be a lot of names I'm going to butcher. Romero up top. I did forget to change Sanchez. I will, because we don't really have a right mid, so that's probably somewhere we're going to have to look into. Now we have got 32 million in the bank, but first season we're using live start points. We're just going to not use that, we're just going to sim straight to the end of the season and see how we get on. Here we are at the end of season 1 and everyone's unhappy. We'll get onto that later. Carmona's gone up by 2, Sanchez gone up by 3, and I'll change him into a right mid, so he'll be our right mid going forward. However, there's a lot of these players that are going to be leaving next season because they want to leave. I'm about to show you all the reason why they want to leave. We got relegated. I don't know how. Maybe I'm just a terrible manager. But it just shows to me this rebuild is not going to be easy. We're going to be rebuilding Sevilla from the ground up. So next season, a lot of players are going to leave. We have to buy to sell. No, sell to buy. We're going to have to get all these new players in. Rebuild the club completely. Obviously that 31 million, it went down to 31 million because of the contracts. A lot of players are going to be leaving already. Yeah, him, Adnan, not saying that last name because I'll definitely butcher it too bad. The loanees are going back. Bueno, Sanchez retiring. Aspilicueta's going to Frankfurt on a pre-contract. Nieland, I can renew his contract, but I don't think I'm going to. We're going to get a new keeper because he's 35, you know, he's going down in overall, so we're going to get a new keeper there. Rafa Mia's coming back to us. However, actually got some youth players in that are going to go on loan next season. We didn't do well for goals or assists. It was bad. We've had no one was in double digits. But yeah, if we go and look at the table, goals scored realistically wasn't actually, even though I've just said goals being scored actually wasn't that bad. 51, we're up there. I did check before, we're up there with like the likes of Real Sociedad, who finished 5th, and you know, Espanyol and Valencia for goals scored, but defensively we're the second worst in the league. Like, defensively it's bad. Clearly that's where we're going to have to improve next season, and yeah, next season, La Liga 2. Here we are as we dive into season 2, and that budget is perfect to rebuild this team in the second division. We will still be selling players because they want to leave. I can't do anything about that. They won't accept a new contract because they want to leave. So we're going to sell some players. I'm going to quickly do some business, sign the players we need in the positions we need, and I'll be back once I've done all those signings. Welcome back everyone, and I have been very busy in the transfer window, but that's not what I want to talk about first. I'm going to talk about the tactical changes. The formation stays the same, however, instead of having a counter-attacking build-up style, we are now on the balanced, so players will make forward runs and come short. The defensive approach, we're not having a deep line anymore, again, because we're in the second division, not the top flight, so I've bumped that up to 35 from last season's 5. Player roles have changed these a bit, so we're more attacking instead of being more defensive, so our left back is a wing back, our wingers are now inside forwards, you know, our DMs are further up the pitch. Now onto the transfers. This might be unrealistic, but I went and signed Patrick Dorgu for that left back position, because he can be an attacking wing back for us, he can be up and down the pitch, and he can also defend. And Man United for some reason put him on the transfer list, said he was transfer listed, so I was like, you know what, 24.5 million, get him into the club. I then went and signed a goalkeeper, Yahia, I think, fıðvol, from the Turkish league, 14.7 million. Now, to get Mayulu, I had to sell to buy, obviously, but again, he's a centre mid on the game, but he can also play in that attacking midfield position, so I went ahead and done that. And Mamadou Sarr, I've got him on a loan deal, and I've got a buy option to bring him into the club next season for 20 million. And Jerez-born, I thought, really good player. He could be in the top flight. He's a top flight type player. He was at Deportivo La Coruña. I was like, don't think they're going to get promoted anytime soon. So I went ahead and signed Jerez-born as well. Now, all those signings have brought my budget down to 10 million, so there's not really anything else I can do. As you can see, spent 117, we had to sell to buy, get all these players in. So I think what we do now is sim to the end of the season, hopefully get promoted. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of season number 2, and some of these ratings are looking spicy. I mean, you've got Carmona at 81, Dorgu at 82, Mayulu at 82, Sanchez at 80. However, you're probably going to notice Gadelji, again, sorry, he's there in that position. It's because our CDM, I can't remember his name, but our other CDM, his release clause triggered. He went ahead and joined Besiktas for 27.6 million euros. He went ahead and went to Besiktas. Now an 81 overall, which annoys me a bit, because for us he was 76 overall, so he's actually done well at Besiktas. His release clause got triggered. I couldn't do anything about it. You know, whatever. We'll move on. We'll get a new CDM next season. I'm also thinking about getting a new centre-back next season, because I want an 80 overall centre-back for that left side at least. We have, however, triggered Mamadou Sarr's buy option. He is now with us for a permanent fee. It was 21.8 million euros, and now he's hopefully going to be a centre-back that stays with us for this entire rebuild. Now, the numbers for this season have looked really good. I mean, Adams 22-1, Mayulu 21-8, Jerez-born 14-13. I mean, even Sao, would you say Sao or So? I'm saying So. I apologise if it's wrong. 10-7. Sanchez even 10-6. So we've got some good numbers. You know, but obviously Salah's 28. He's gone to buy 2, but I want a better centre back in that position. Carmona's fine. Dorgu's fine. You know, Gadelji obviously going down, so I need to get him sold, because I think he's actually run out contract. Yeah, he's run out contract, so he'll leave on a free. Because I think he's retiring actually. Yeah, he's retiring anyway, so he won't be living on a free. He'll be ending his career. But yeah, that's season 2 done. We're back in the top flight where we belong as a club. For definite, we should not be anywhere near the second division. So now we'll go to this season 3, try and push for maybe a Conference League spot, because I think this team's good enough to do so. And here we are as we arrive in season number 3. It is a bit odd that our biggest budget came when we were in the second division, but it's still a decent budget. It's still something we can work with to build a squad that can contend for the Conference League, the Europa League, whichever. I don't mind. Obviously, again, I'm going to sell some players, sell to buy, and build a squad, contend for Europe. Hopefully the Europa League would be nice, because that's basically just a free trophy for Sevilla. And yeah, I'm going to go away, make some signings, and hopefully come back to you all with a European contending squad. So here we are at the end of the season 3 transfer window. Ignore the free agent signings, they're just backups. They're just backups because I needed to fill up the bench. First off, I went with Nico Gonzalez from Man City because he wasn't getting the game time, so I thought, you know what, we need a CDM. This is the perfect opportunity to bring Gonzalez back to Spain to help us push for a Europa League push. Then I went and sold Alfon because I needed the money to actually sign Gonzalez. And then actually this free agent I signed for free because I needed a new striker. So I was looking for a new striker that I could get for free, so I could spend a bit more money on Valentin Gomez, who I actually put a swap deal in with our centre-back, Salas, so I could sign Valentin Gomez on the cheap to, again, get Gonzalez. So this is what our squad looks like right now with the new transfers. Gomez, Gonzalez and Moore in. Good squad now. And actually I'm going to keep the tactics as they are. I'm going to take that risk, go more attacking in La Liga, try and just push for that Europa League spot, try and get Europe and just progress. So as the budget is 3 million, we can't sign any more players, I can't really give anyone any more wages, so we're just going to go ahead, sim to the end of the season, and let's see if we get Europe. Here we are at the end of season number 3, and as you can see, we finished in that 10th position. That doesn't annoy me. I'm actually pretty happy with finishing 10th. However, the defence again, but I like the back line. I think the issue could be the goalkeeping position. We need to go ahead and get a new goalkeeper. So that's what we're going to do. We got to the final. We were 2 goals, oh well, a win away from getting into the Europa League. But getting to the final of the Copa de España, it's not bad. So I'm very happy with that as well. Another thing I want to mention, as you can see, Nonto is in that right mid position now, because Sanchez, his release clause got bought, it got activated. Don't know who did it. Bournemouth activated Sanchez's release clause. Fair play. What overall is he now? 81, so he only went up by 1, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Adams also, I'm assuming his release clause, because I don't remember, I didn't sell him to Gallegos, I didn't accept it or anything. Same with Romero, I don't remember accepting that neither. But oh well. Season 3 is complete, so all there is to do now is go on to the next season, make some signings, a goalkeeper and bench signings, very important, we need to make bench signings, do all that. I think there's a very high chance we're in the Champions League next season. Here we are as we jump into season number 4, and 51 million is a decent budget when we're not in Europe, so all of that money is going to be going into a goalkeeper. Any leftover cash, we're just going to try and potentially maybe get a new CDM. We're going to keep the same tactics, a deep line. So yeah, tactics are going to stay the same. We're going to, all of the budget's going to a goalkeeper to try and strengthen that defence. So see you all when I've made the signings. And here we are at the end of the season 4 transfer window, and as you can see, I've sold our ex-starting goalkeeper Yahia Fofana to generate, same with So as well, I've sold him as well to generate the money to be able to get the new goalkeeper Valna and the new CDM Boadi. I have now decided to go with a more attacking approach with the 4-2-1-3 formation, changing our build-up style to balanced instead of counter-attacking. We're still having a deep line because I don't want to take any risks, and our tactical preset is still standard. And now, since we don't really have anything of a budget, we've only got 12 million euros, that could do for contracts later on in the season. We're just going to sim to the end of the season, and we need to hope we have Champions League, and we'll sim to the end of the season and see how we get on. So here we are at the end of season 4, and the squad is looking nice. It's looking brilliant. You've got Sar on 86, you've got 87s, 90s, 90 of Mayulu as well actually. The ones letting us down is Gomez and Boadi, but I'm willing to give them another year, try and get their overalls up. So next year I'm just going to focus on the bench, and as you can see we finished in that 6th position, and no, it will be the Europa League because no one below us won the Copa de España, so no one can take that off of us. We're in the Europa League for next season, finally in Europe. This squad I think deserves to be in the Champions League, but I think the bench may have let us down because of the players coming on, and you know, they're only being like 70 overall. So yeah, that's what we're going to work on for next season. We're going to use the budget we have next season to get a better bench, so the players coming on to the pitch late on can hold on to the wins. Okay, so going into Season 5 now, I've already made the transfers. Didn't show you the budget, I just wanted to go in, make the transfers, try and push for that Champions League spot and potentially win the Europa League. I signed a backup striker in Maestro Puke, I think? I don't know. Sorry if I've butchered it again. And then these free agents are just backups, backup wingers, backup cam. And then Lucas Beraldo, he was available, so I decided to get him in to replace Valentin because he was not going up a lot. He was going up like 1 every season. So I decided to replace Valentin, drop Valentin down to the bench because he'd be a good bench player. Now the squad is looking really nice. The bench is better than before. The squad looks really good. This should be a Champions League squad. If we're not in the Champions League, I'll be very surprised. Here we are at the end of season number 5, and again, we are not in the Champions League. This needs to change. I think next season, I'm just going to get a too good of a bench to not be able to get into the Champions League. And then if that still doesn't work, I'm going to have to be ruthless on the starting 11. As for goals, 22 goals and 3 assists from Mua, 17 and 3 from Nonto, 14 and 13 from Mayulu, and 13 and 6 from Yereme. Very good season from them. As you can see, we did not win the Copa de España. We weren't even in the Supercopa. Obviously finished 5th in the league, very close to Champions League, but did not get it again. So things next season are going to have to change. So here we are at the end of the Season 6 transfer window, and if this team doesn't get Champions League, I don't know what team will, because this team is, simply put, insane. Even the bench. I mean, 82 overall striker. Obviously you've got Carl, who's really good for Bayern in real life right now, at 80 overall. Then you've got wingers, 78, that's decent. 78 CDM, decent, better than we had before. Obviously you got the centre back, still decent. You've got better goalkeeper by like 6 overall, so that's good. Yeah, just ignore this keeper. But yeah, if we don't get Champions League, I don't know what team will get us Champions League. So let's sim to the end of the season, see how we get on. Here we are, finally, at the end of Season 6, we have managed to break into that top 4, getting into the Champions League. Now, in the Europa League, we got to the final, lost to Chelsea, there's no shame in that. On our road to the final, we beat Napoli 5-1, beat Lazio 5-4, beat Anderlecht 4-2, and then in the league stage we topped it. Obviously, didn't matter in the end, because we lost the final, but again, I'm just glad we are in the Champions League. Brighton winning the conference, so there was a Spanish team in every European final there. So yeah, again, next season, just going to improve the bench as much as I can, and looking at the team, we have no excuse. With some additions to the bench, like better wingers or a better CDM, we have no excuse to not go far or potentially even win the Champions League next season. Now, at the end of the season, whatever season I'm in now, I've lost count. At the end of the transfer window, I brought in Mukau, Esse and Bach. If that's how I say it, Bach or Bach? I don't know. I have brought them in to strengthen the squad. Blanco, obviously, he was already here. I don't even know why I mentioned him, but he keeps his spot in the bench. And honestly, if this team doesn't win it, I think I'll be disappointed, because a lot of my players now are actually running out of contract and it looks like they don't want to renew for some reason. So I think we kind of have to win it now for this video to be over, and so I don't have to go ahead and buy like starters again just to try and get these overalls back. Season 7, I think, I'm just going to say Season 7. Season 7 transfer window done. 17th season. Hopefully we win the Champions League. Welcome back, everyone. And I mean, like I said, this squad is absolutely insane for the standards of what my team. This is probably one of the best teams I've ever created on like FIFA/FC. But I mean, this squad is insane. I might be glazing a bit too much, but it is a really, really good team, like a world-class team. Now, in the league, we finished 3rd, you know, it's better than last season at least. You know, still haven't won the title. In the Copa de España, I mean, we got knocked out in the round of 16 by finalists Leganes. Barcelona went on to win it. I mean, can I just say, what a game in the semi-finals. However, if you noticed, the Champions League background. We're in the Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund. What a game this is going to be. Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League final. It did say it was going to be at the Bernabeu, but for some reason it keeps changing. But it looks like it's at the Bernabeu, just because before it said it was at Benfica Stadium. But I mean, let's look at the numbers that everyone's been pulling up. The team that got to this Champions League final got Nonto with the most goals, getting 8 assists alongside that. Most assists goes to Gonzalez. So Mayulu, 22 and 8. Mua, I probably expected better, but it's still decent. 16 and 3. Yeremia, 11 and 7. Gonzalez, 10 and 9. Esse, is that how you say his name? Romain Esse, you know, he did well. He's been doing well since coming off the bench. 28 games, 5 goals, 4 assists. That's decent for a bench player. But what I'm focused on right now is this Champions League final. And I am not wearing that red kit. No way, I'm wearing the home kit. Wait, on career mode, the third kit isn't. Okay, you know what? Let's stop yapping. Let's get into this Champions League final. It's looking like it's not at the Bernabeu. It's at the... Ooh, my mic was a bit loud there, sorry. It's not at the Bernabeu. It's at the Allianz Arena, Bayern Munich Stadium. Now, I haven't played a Champions League final here. I've only played one game at this stadium. But yeah, I mean, if we can't win this Champions League, I will be fair. Is that John Duran? Over the top. Back out to Nico. Oh, go on! Oh, how's he missed? How's he missed? Mayulu. I'd say it's probably harder to miss than score. Oh, he should be winning that. John Duran. Oh. Tame effort. Absolutely a shocking effort from Dortmund there. 21 minutes in. Dortmund with the free kick. Trying to win the ball back. Cannot do so right now. Win that. Win that. Keepers. It's great for reverse pass. What a challenge. What a challenge, sir. That was a goal-saving challenge. Get that back to Dorgu. Dorgu to Mayulu. Mayulu to Boadi. Go on, shoot! 1-0. Nonto with the goal. And what a goal it was, what a move. We've scored in the Champions League final. Wilfried Nonto, the player I wasn't even realistically meant to sign, but I signed him as a panic signing because our right mid Sanchez got sold because of his release clause, and Wilfried Nonto comes up with the goal. The perfect moment, 1-0. Just make them pass back. There we go, half time. It's a great half, lads. We haven't really let Dortmund have any clear-cut chances. We obviously got that chance. Nonto finished it. And the score at half time is Dortmund 0, Sevilla 1. Heading into the second half, it's us that'll take the kick-off. Kick-off. And this career mode, to be fair, although it's been frustrating, we've been relegated and all of that. We've got into Europa League final last season, actually, is what we got to. Oh, I should have won that. Yeah, just push them out wide. Oh. I swear I won that challenge. No! Oh my god. The first real chance Dortmund get, and we don't defend it properly. I don't know what this glitch is, by the way. It's been doing it in all my career modes. It just... yeah, it doesn't let me show the replay of the goal. 1-1 early into the second half is not what we want. I had a feeling they were going to do that. Ooh, I don't know how that's not even a yellow. That is a bad challenge. Oh my god. They are not going to shoot from there. They're going to pass it. Yeah, they're going to pass this. Wait, what the hell? Oh my god, I didn't think they were going to shoot that. I thought he was going to roll over the ball and let the other player shoot. Go on. Why is Dorgu up there? Oh, what a save. What a save. Don't know why Dorgu's up there. When he's a left back, why was he in that right wing position? Taking the corner. Crosses it in. Moore on the end of it. Non-oh. Jeremy scores. Crucial goal as we make it 2-1. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes in that Sevilla end. I mean, I don't know why I've just realised it now, but we're literally doing Dortmund in their home country. Go on! Jeremy! Yes! 3-1 with 15 minutes left to play. You have to say we've won the Champions League now. Goes down the angle. What we doing? Defend! Never make it easy. As I was saying, it's basically sealed. No, it isn't. It's 3-2. Oh, lads, no, don't do this. Win that, win that, win that. Even if you pass it back, win it. They're actually pressing really well. Ref! We'll take that free kick. We'll take that free kick any day of the week. Just to calm things down. Yeah, yellow card him. He's a regen. He has to be a regen. I've never heard of him. And he looks like a regen as well. Yeah, that's a bad challenge. It's a very late challenge. Right, pass it short, lads. Oh. No, don't do this. Don't do this because, yeah, they're going to throw it like that. Actually, win that. 3 minutes. Surely we don't bottle it now. Go on, Jeremy! What am I doing there? No, 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 no. Don't do this. Ref. Referee. Clear it. Come on. We've only gone and done it. We've only gone and done it. This has been a great rebuild in my opinion. I have enjoyed every second of this. It was frustrating at times. We got relegated. We constantly didn't get Europe, didn't get Champions League, but it all leads to this. And now I'll leave you all to see the Champions League lift. I want to thank you all for watching this video if you have made it this far, and please, if you don't mind, like and subscribe. It'll help me a lot. And any more teams you want me to rebuild, just comment down in the comments. I'll look at them all, and yeah, Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.